They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah State Aggies offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Scanning the field, it's Barnes. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fakes the grab on the left. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Utah State. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the draw. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Back to throw, it's Barnes. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got the quick pass.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Concepcion. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw on third. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Wilson.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To the air, it's Zeno. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They punted away on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll move the wide receiver. Goes to the option. Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Zeno. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They kick it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wide receiver comes in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. To the air, it's Barnes. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught over the middle, it's Thompson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires left. Complete downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lane. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air, it's Zeno. Makes the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. there. It'll be 4th down.
Number 38 on to kick it away.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Barnes. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Texas A&M going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Barnes.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Handoff from the gun. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. And the Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll send the tight end in motion. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's a hit. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give on the counter. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on... Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kent looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Right back to it. Turning it on! And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Quick pass on the fly motion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass, it's Barnes. Throws for the tight end. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Starling. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Smashes ahead. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
We reach the break, and Utah State holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Zeno. Gets it to him on the screen. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped at 1. the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The play action fake. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
It's now second and goal.
Now on the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Aggie. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Looking downfield, it's Zeno. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get this drive started from the 29. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off the play fake. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Back to pass, it's Zeno. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Davis. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. This Utah State offense has it going. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Takes a handoff. It's Jacobs. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. To the air on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.